When you're an investor or in any kind of business, knowing your numbers is number one. You need to be able to recognize a good deal from a bad deal immediately. A conventional investment, like a bond or a stock, you would put money into it and over time you would expect a return. A rental property, I like to look at more like a mini business where you have income in the form of rent received and you have expenses that I've listed here. Obviously, the goal of any business is to increase income and lower expenses. Now, increasing income, a big part of that is having a good property manager that's on top of the market. And for the expense part, someone who also has a sense of urgency that will optimize your rental and your portfolio. So, when you're looking at properties to buy, you want to have quick numbers that you can refer to know, does this make sense for my goals and for the numbers I'm looking for? I put these expenses in the form of percentages with a sum total at the end. This way, when you're looking at property, you can quickly know if it's going to work for you. Okay? The first number is for taxes. 7% of rent received, on average, will be your taxes expense. This is not a percentage. None of these are percentages based off the purchase price. Okay? Remember, this is off of the rent price, the rent received, off of your income. 7% of that income is a tax expense. Your property insurance, 4.5% on average. Your vacancy expense, when the property is not rented, between tenants maybe. Okay? Nationwide, the average is 7% vacancy. Here in southern Utah, the average is 4.5%. Repairs. This is a very conservative number. At 5%, most of our owners notice that their repair expense is lower than this. But we always try to calculate on a conservative side when we're seeing if it's a good rental, because if we get better than that, great. But we want to always be conservative. And then your property manager expense at 10% of income received. Okay? For a grand total, you can expect to be paying 31% on your rental property and expenses. Okay? Now, some of these can be made more efficient, like any business, right? Now, you can't do much about taxes or about insurance, unfortunately. But your vacancy expense, this could vary greatly. For example, on average, it's 4.5% in southern Utah. Our company, however, our vacancy rate averages at 1.1% of rent received. That difference of 3.4% over 12 months is $580 of savings to you, the investor. So make sure you hire a property manager that is on his toes and has a sense of urgency to keep that rented and to save you that kind of money. Repairs, again, you'll probably save some money off this, but it's good to budget like that anyways. So when you're looking at a property and it's going to rent for $1,000 a month, you can know that about $700 is your NOI, your net operating income, somewhere around that. If you pay in cash, obviously. Now, what if I have a mortgage? That's another expense, right? Add whatever your mortgage cost is going to be. I love mortgagecalculator.org. Okay, you can find out what the mortgage is going to be. Add 31% onto that. Well, what's left over is your cash flow. Okay, and if you have more questions, you know what? One thing is the missing piece to this is that if all these percentages are off of rental price, well, you got to know what that property is going to rent for. Whenever you go to our website, yourapm.com, yourapm.com, there's this place there you can click for a free rent analysis. You put in the property address and your contact info. We can get to you within 24 hours an official rent price analysis so that you'll be able to calculate these numbers. They're percentages of the rent price. So we can get that to you almost immediately, and that's been a big help to a lot of our investors, a lot of our real estate agent partners in knowing if an investment's good. If you have more questions, you can contact me through the website too, yourapm.com. And hope this helps. Have a great day. Bye.